Alright, so as a part of unbalanced growth theory, how we can show this diagrammatically, how this will take place, how development will take place. So as I said, there are two types of investment, SOC and DPA. So one way can be that you first invest in SOC and then let DPA develop subsequently, or we first invest in DPA and then let SOC develop subsequently. So either ways we can adopt either one of the paths. So we will be showing this diagrammatically. For this you will be taking along the x-axis, you will take investment in SOC, which is social overhead capital, and along the y-axis you will be taking investment in DPA, which is your directly productive activities, right? And then you will be drawing a straight line through the origin. This is known as a 45-degree line. And what does this straight line represent? It represents a balanced growth path, right? That is basically to show that economy will be growing along this particular line. That is why they've drawn a reference line, a 45-degree straight line through the origin, right? Then after that you will be drawing three curves which will be parallel to each other. Three curves like this, 1, 2, slightly curved lines, and 3, and we will call them as AA, BB and CC. Now what are these three? AA, BB and CC, they are called as isoproduct curves, or they are called as equiproduct curves, right? So equiproduct curves or isoproduct curves, which indicate various combinations of SOC and DPA corresponding to a given level of output, right? So I'll repeat, it represents an isoproduct curve, or equiproduct curve represents different combinations of SOC and DPA corresponding to a given level of output. So that AA will represent one level of output, BB represents, since it's a higher isoproduct curve, so it will represent a higher level of output, and CC represents a still higher level of output in the economy. So higher is the isoproduct curve, higher is the level of output or national income. Okay? So if we follow the first path, if we first invest in SOC, then what type of a growth path will be followed by the economy? It is simple to understand. Now let us start from this point D, right? Now if we first invest in SOC, which is along the x-axis in the horizontal direction, so investment increases from D to E, right? Now if you invest in, let us say, irrigation, which is SOC, it will subsequently also lead to an investment in agriculture, which is a directly productive. So subsequently the investment in DPA will also increase, right, because of the linkages effect, and it's a trickle down process of development. So once one sector will develop, the other sectors will subsequently start developing, right? But E and F, they are not very stable points, so economy will come and stabilize at this point G. So when investment increases in SOC, it will subsequently also lead to development of DPA, and economy will move. If you see, it has moved from point D to G. G is a higher level of output. So from a lower level of output, economy has moved to a higher level of output by just first investing in SOC. Similarly, if you further increase investment in SOC from G to H, right, it will further lead to more investment. It will lead to higher amount of investment in DPA also. From G to J, this will take place, and again economy will come and settle down at a point K, which is again at a higher level of output. So in this way the economy continues to grow, it continues to develop by first investing resources in SOC and letting DPA develop subsequently. Now if you see, if you first invest in SOC, the growth path that is followed is D, E, G, H, K, right? So this is the growth path that is followed if you first invest in SOC. Secondly, on the opposite side, I mean, if we first invest in DPA and then let SOC develop subsequently, then the growth path will be followed on the other side, D, F, G, J and K, right? So this D, F, G, J, K will be the growth path that will be followed if we first invest in DPA and then let SOC develop later on, right? So this is how economy will continue to increase the level of output or increase the level of national income.